Hello, everyone. I'm. I selected a topic: retiring a good job for my this webinar. I really got connected with this topic because I often use this phrase with my kids and when I'm working in school with other kids. Previously, I never thought that saying "good job" has an adverse effect on children. However, when I attend this seminar, I changed my opinion entirely and made me think about the ramification on children when adults keep using meaningless phrases every time. I'm discussing what I have learned from this seminar and how it affects classroom environment. Firstly, I have learned recently that by praising them with a good job, kids are not doing work with their full potential. They work because they want to grab attention from adult and impress them, and and they always worry about their likes and dislike. This made me think from different perspective. I was excited to implement this technique with my son. He's 10 years old and he's in grade 5. He enjoyed writing stories, and every time when he come to me and tell me what he wrote, he nicely narrated the story. I was surprised to see his reaction when I left the spot without saying good job. I just said, "You work really hard." He just waited for 10 to 15 seconds and said, "Mommy, you don't like my story this time? You didn't say good job this time. Why? What happened?" That made me realize that using good job without thinking is terrible. Now I'm moving to the second disadvantage, and is that it limits effective communication and language development. I will provide you another example. See, as an educator, if we are saying good job to a student, the student might say thank you. Then conversation will end right there, and there is no further discussion on what went well, what child can do improve, how we can help them. It just stop right there. I'm moving to the third one. Using the same phrases every time may result in child losing their interest. Just relate ourselves every time we do our chores, and kids come to us and say, "Mommy, you did good job. You work well." Think how we feel. Let's move to the fourth one. After the when we often use the same phrases as not adding any value in the conversation for the activity by child, and many times it just make junkies. The last one, and I think it's a severe disadvantage. And as an educator, by using "good job" phrase, we may end up manipulating a child interest. For example, if if child may show interest if in some activities or tasks, maybe they are not interested in it. They just pursue because they want to grab educators' attention and they want to hear a good job from the educators. So, so do you agree or disagree with this? Please provide me your feedback. And I'm moving to the next slide. And here I have one expert video, and it will gives us a little more idea why we should not use good job phrase all the time.
What's the best way to praise your child? I'm going to say something controversial. don't praise them at all. So if you're a good job junkie, good job, you tied your shoe, good job, you finished your meal, good job, you got a good grade, then you're in great company. We all do it, and it's okay. But here's the thing. The research shows that when you say good job to your child over and over again, they are motivated, but just to get more praise. They're not motivated to really accomplish what they're working on. They're not motivated by the activity. They're motivated to get more praise. And if you're a labeler, you're so smart, you're so creative, you're so ... you're also in great company. But here's the thing about labeling. Labeling cultivates something called a fixed mindset. And what happens to kids is they become so obsessed with looking good and their label, and they stop focusing on learning. The research shows that kids with these fixed mindsets, they don't even want to raise their hands in class. They don't want to appear not smart because they've been told they are. They don't want to get the answer wrong. And the next thing you can do when you praise, instead of praising the person, you're so smart, praise the process. The way that you did that math problem, that was really smart. So start praising the process instead of the person. And then finally, my favorite way to praise is not to praise at all. Observe and comment. Oh, I see that you drew a picture today and you used a lot of purple in it. So you're not making a judgment, you're commenting. It engages your child, and it really fulfills the same purpose of motivating them, and it fulfills your emotional needs of expressing your love to your child. So the best way to praise your child, don't praise them at all. I'm Rainy Jane, and you've been watching Quickies.
So let's go back to our PowerPoint. So I think many of us may be using the phrase quite often in day-to-day life. So how we can help each other and educate others to avoid using meaningless phrases? As a solution, I have found 3 strategies. I found 3 strategies that I like to discuss here. When we are in the classroom, we can play a small game and we can inform our colleagues and tell them, if you hear me saying good job, please remind me by saying caught you. The second technique can be, we can write some encouraging open-ended comments on a blackboard so we can easily remind ourselves, and while doing practice we can be expert of not using good job phrases. Also, we can talk with kids and understand in detail how they feel when adults say good job every time for everything. I like to provide another example. Like when I experiment this with my son, he said, when I'm working on my assignment and I know I'm not doing that good, I didn't put my 100%, still teacher say good job. Then next time I did the same thing. I did not work hard. I just finished my work as quickly as possible and submit it to her because I know she will say good job. There are many benefits of using distractive language than just a small same word good job. Therefore, I personally use this technique while working with kids at home or in school. Hope you like my presentation. Thank you. Bye.